I caught my wife cheating me red-handed, but she is denying it, and then. I never thought I would find myself in this situation. I always trusted my wife, Sarah, without a doubt. But one day, everything changed. It was a typical Tuesday evening when I came home early from work, hoping to surprise Sarah with a romantic dinner. As I walked into the house, I could hear faint whispers coming from our bedroom. My heart sank as I realized the voices were not hers. I quietly made my way upstairs, trying to ignore the gnawing feeling in my stomach. As I reached the bedroom door, I could hear muffled giggles and soft murmurs. Slowly, I pushed the door open, and what I saw shattered my world. There she was, entwined in the arms of another man. They both froze as soon as they saw me standing in the doorway, a look of shock and guilt written all over their faces. Sarah's eyes widened in horror, and she quickly tried to push the man away from her, but it was too late. I had already seen enough. Anger and betrayal coursed through my veins as I glared at them. Sarah immediately tried to explain, stuttering and stumbling over her words. "It's not what it looks like, I swear," she pleaded, tears streaming down her face. But I knew better. I could see the undeniable evidence right in front of me. The way they were tangled together, the way his shirt lay discarded on the floor, the way their eyes met in a forbidden dance of desire. I felt like my entire world was crumbling around me. Without a word, I turned and walked out of the room, leaving Sarah and the other man behind. Tears welled up in my eyes as I made my way downstairs, trying to process the betrayal I had just witnessed. How could she do this to me? How could she throw away everything we had built together for a moment of passion with another man? I paced back and forth in the living room, my mind racing with 1,000 different emotions. Anger, hurt, sadness, confusion. I didn't know what to do. Part of me wanted to scream and yell, to confront Sarah and demand answers. But another part of me felt numb, defeated, like I had lost something precious that could never be recovered. As the minutes ticked by, I heard footsteps coming down the stairs. Sarah appeared in the doorway, her eyes red and puffy from crying. She looked at me, her gaze pleading for forgiveness. "Please, you have to believe me. It was a mistake, it meant nothing," she whispered hoarsely. I shook my head, unable to speak. The pain in my chest was too raw, too overwhelming. How could I forgive her for betraying my trust, for breaking my heart into a million pieces? I wanted to scream, to lash out, to make her feel the same hurt and pain that I was feeling in that moment. But as I looked into Sarah's eyes, I saw something else. Regret, remorse, and a glimmer of hope. Could this really be salvaged? Could we find a way to move past this betrayal and rebuild the trust that had been shattered so cruelly? In that moment, a wave of forgiveness washed over me. Despite the hurt and betrayal, I knew deep down that I still loved Sarah. I knew that we could overcome this obstacle together, that we could find a way to heal and move forward. So I took a deep breath and reached out to her, pulling her into my arms. "I forgive you," I whispered, tears streaming down my face. "Let's work through this together. Let's rebuild our trust and our love." Sarah's eyes widened in surprise and disbelief, but then a smile slowly spread across her face. And in that moment, I knew that we would be okay. Love was stronger than betrayal, and together, we would conquer anything that came our way.